Hi there, students. To transmute. To transmute. This means to change one thing into another, particularly meaning to completely change it. Now, when I hear the word transmute, the first thing I think of are alchemists. Alchemists wanted to transmute lead into gold. They wanted to transmute base metals into precious metals. And that's the idea, a complete transformation. But for example, look at our sun. The sun is transmuting hydrogen into helium. Okay, most of the energy from the sun comes from the transmutation of hydrogen into helium. To change one thing for another. And this is the idea of to transmute. The transmutability. So if you actually look, radioactivity is able to transmute elements into other elements. Okay, but this is to change something completely. So after many years of therapy, I was able to transmute my negativity, my negative feelings into positive ones. It's got this idea of a metamorphosis, to undergo a complete change, to alter in form, to alter in nature. A sculptor can take a piece of clay and transmute it into a beautiful piece of art. Okay, so you're transmuting the clay into something of beauty. The anger that he felt slowly transmuted into passion and strong feeling. Maybe one of the problems with relationships is love transmutes into acceptance, which transmutes into thinking that something is ordinary and normal. Notice normally to transmute lead into gold. Okay, so to transform, to change, to convert, to give a new form to something. He had many experiences in his life, and these experiences he transmuted into an autobiography that told his story. So to change, to adapt, to change one thing completely into something different, something that is better. Magical creatures can transmute into other things. Yeah, I'm thinking about Harry Potter and the wand, and you transform one thing into another. That is transmutation. Yeah, is to alter something completely, to change the nature, form, substance, condition of something. Okay, so this is the idea of transmute. You're changing from one thing into another. Yes, if you think about a caterpillar then goes into a pupa and pupates, and then it transmutes into a beautiful butterfly. This story of the ugly duckling is where this ugly duckling suddenly transmutes into a beautiful swan. Okay, so to change nature. Okay, strategies to transmute negative thoughts into positive ones. So this is talking about change. This is talking about making changes. and I know that the basic meaning is to transmute lead into gold, to transmute base metals into valuable metals. And I guess magic, transmuting uh, one thing into another. The stories of their lives were transmuted into works of fiction. The former criminal had transmuted into somebody who tried to help keep people away from crime. So to convert from one state to another, to transmute from one state to another, to transform. Okay, a poet can transmute grief into the most beautiful art, for example. So it's talking about transformation. It's talking about changing the form of something. In an atomic explosion, matter is transmuted into pure energy. Okay, it's converted, it's changed. Okay, this is something perhaps our bodies do. They transmute food into energy. You could transmute water power into electrical power. Okay, so or you could transmute sunlight into electricity. Okay, and this is the idea of transmute. Formality to transmute. I think I'm going to give this a 6.5, maybe a 7 in formality, using a semi-formal conversation, semi-formal or formal writing. And the origin from transmutare in Latin, mutare from muto, to move or to change. So, transmute.